We will keep. Okay, Rogren Triome. No companion revealed. Normally, if you're thinking a control deck, you're gonna see, Kahira maybe. Interesting. Misty with a Rogren. Looks like it's gonna be a 4-color pile as well. Maybe a different set of 4 colors though. Grab our Triome. Okay. I think I am supposed to just Courtyard go and not set up the ability to Faithful Mending, because it's not like I have any reanimation targets here yet. And I want to set up this. Though I could Mending, and then we'll probably find a 3rd land. We could set up for a Mending here. Maybe that's fine. It just means this is going to come in tapped. What's up, Azera? Probably not. I'm a little cold on well, definitely not tonight. I'm a little cold on Legacy right now. I'm sure we'll hop back to it at some point, but I've been pretty focused on Modern. Modern's really got my attention these days. Legacy is definitely an interesting beast. For sure. I'm thinking this is some kind of a wilderness reclamation deck, maybe? Oh, we do find a Persist. Interesting. We don't find another land. Kind of like just going bin, and then persisting a Muldrifter, attempting to. I kind of expected to get countered, but playing a Concealed Courtyard. Do I want to keep the other Muldrifter? I kind of feel like I do. So maybe I'll get rid of these 2. We don't find a land, so yeah, I'm going to go ahead and... Oops, that's the wrong card. I'm going to go ahead and persist Muldrifter. Oh, you know what? I forgot to put the I forgot to do the deck list. Give me 1 second. Alrighty, it is up there. Hey, what's up, Ride or Die? How are you? So now if you do the deck command, there you go. They do put in another land. We do get to reanimate, draw 2 cards. Do we want to do anything with this 1? It gives us the opportunity to ephemerate. Honestly, ephemerating, that seems great. I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna give up on that Concealed Courtyard one more time and say being able to ephemerate, that's probably pretty good. Now, if they crack this Scalding Tarn, do I want to just snap ephemerate? The removal's probably gonna be 1 mana. I think I will do it. They could have Heat or Bolt here, but I think we go for it. It does mean I have to go to discard, but that's okay. I do find an Unburial Rites. Do I want to discard a Muldrifter or an Unburial Rites? That's interesting. An Ice Fang, okay. Well, I could actually discard this. Kind of keep all these. I don't hate that. Yeah, absolutely, Price. Absolutely. And thank you for the follow. Yeah, we're going to be playing that league too. We just started our first league, but that will be the second one. Happy to play it. Draw me so many cards. Now, we just need mana, right? Like, we are burying our opponent in cards here. We just need mana, and that is mana. Felidar with Muldrifter. I mean, I guess that's the move. Yeah, let's go for a Felidar and Muldrifter. I'm just gonna keep drawing cards. They counter this one. We've got Unburial for it. Flicker Muldrifter. Removal spell, perhaps. Interesting. Interesting. Fateful Absence on the Felidar. Okay, so they're gonna let me keep chugging along. It'd be great if we found a reanimation threat that we could discard. A priest is kind of interesting to be able to discard here. We have a lot of cards. I have to discard 3 cards. I'm drawing too many. That's impossible. I think we go a Muldrifter, a land, and the priest. Yeah, this is not my own take, Rilla. This is Aspiring Spikes. A lot of people are taking a lot of the classic decks in the format right now and slapping Saheeli right into it. Our opponent takes another turn. That was not a very good Nexus. Did not really accomplish a whole lot. They send back 2 cards in hand. That Nexus did not accomplish a ton. We'll go for another Felidar. Oh, they're F6'd. This is ridiculous. We have drawn so many cards. We have drawn so many cards. We have drawn too many cards. Yeah, Lantern control with Saheeli, why not? People are putting it in everything. This is completely wild. Whoa, Jeskai control with Saheeli. No, that's too much. The thing is, so it's interesting because it's not a small package, right? It is 8 cards. It is 8 cards. So I think, the decks that people are fitting it into are decks where both Saheeli and Felidar are good on their own in the deck. So you're seeing it in Rhinos because it has like all of these pitch elementals and it's good with those. You're seeing it in Reanimator because it's got all those pitch elementals and it's good with those. It's really just good with pitch elementals. That's it. That's the whole thing. Do we have a Sacred Foundry? That is the question. Where the ultimate actually does something. Yeah, getting artifacts. That's interesting. Saheeli John. Ooh. Well, the thing, yeah, it's not just Felidar. It's Saheeli is good with that too, right? Holy cow. Ooh, they haven't activated Teferi yet. 2 cards in hand. We're going to go ahead and receive this 2. And then we have 2 Saheelis to attempt to go for it. Maybe they bounce the Felidar. They're going to bounce an Ice Fang. Sure. They're going for maximum card draw. So hopefully 2 Saheelis will be enough. And it's like counter magic that they're trying to interact with and not, that they're trying to interact through and not Not a removal spell. Well, it has slowed down. It has slowed down a bit, but there are still very fast decks doing very fast things. Wow, that would have been so good early on. That Narset would have been so good. So good. But now they're down to 2 mana, and again, we're hoping that it's a counter spell. We're hoping I want to. They're tapping out main phase. Oh, they're dead. Oh, they're dead. Red, blue, 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 blue. Okay. Well, we've drawn 3 million cards, so obviously we have Saheeli. They said, oh no. And I said, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Alright, so they are playing what? They are playing a non-Yorion 4-color, potentially 3-color, just playing the Triumph or Prismatic Ending. Like, it could just be Bant with the Triumph for Prismatic Ending. I'm thinking that might be what it is. Like a Bant Walkers kind of deal. I think I want Griefs. Now, they just showed me Narset. I don't think I need Emissary. This is Spike. This is an aspiring Spike deck. And yeah, it's pretty spicy. I'm liking it. It draws a lot of magic cards. It draws a lot of magic cards. Oh man, look how many people are here. Hello everybody. I'm sorry, people that I missed hellos to. Zajad. Hello. Jess is here. Yeah. Maybe Solitudes are not super necessary. I could see that. Oh yeah. Now, are they like okay? They had Nexus. I forgot they had Nexus. So they're actually. I think they're either Bant or they are full on 4-color. Because I think I saw. Did they have Sacred Foundry? They are Wilderness Wreck. Like, straight up, I think they're Wilderness Wreck. Which maybe means I want to mess with these. The Teferis are definitely super good. Yeah, they had Stomp. I knew they did have a red land, yeah. I'm going to get rid of an ending. They are almost certainly Wilderness Wreck. I wonder if that's enough for me to want to bring in Wear Tear. I think this looks like a fine 80. But, like, if they go for Wilderness Wreck and then you Wear Tear it before they get their untap, like, you could just straight win the game that way. But I also never saw one. I'm just going to run it. I'm just going to run it, and then we'll see. We'll reevaluate if we end up losing. We'll see. Yeah, I like the discard. I'm bringing in the Grief. I like the discard. Okay, well, this is just a straight up very classic Reanimator hand. Now we just game 2 hit him with the reanimation package, and that's just great. A second black card would be nice. Or I guess it would be a 4th black card. But being able to Grief to ensure that I can resolve this business would be fantastic. Grab that Savai Triome. We'll take a land here. It would be fine. A black card would be great. Whoa. Oh, shit. All of a sudden, we have Grief Ephemerate. We have Grief, Ephemerate, and Persistent if they have interaction. Now I think I just go in on stripping the hand. Interesting. Wow. Let's go for it. If they counter it, I persist it. If they don't, I ephemerate it. What if they veil? That's smart. What if they veil? That could be what's happening here. Yeah. Looks like a counter. Oh, Nexus of Fate pitch to force it. Okay, okay. That was a little 3 for 3 exchange. Oh, shit. That's so good. Oh, no, that's so good. That's just game right there. Wow, that's just game. I mean, I can draw 1, discard 2. I have to do it. Oh, I should have gotten rid of Ephemerate. It's okay. Price of progress, but it only counts trios. Yeah, that's what the opponent's talking about right now. They just revealed Jace the Mind Sculptor. Ooh, we actually drew Persist. Man, if only Sentai can get this. Kind of feel like I have to go for the Grief. Well, I'm dead. Yeah, surely they won't draw the 4th land, right? Narset, Teferi, Jace the Mind Sculptor, Teferi Hero of Dominaria, and Omnath, huh? Oh my god. Jesus. That's such a scary hand. Do they find the land? 3 draws there. 3 draws, they don't pick it up? Kill Narset, and then I think... I mean, I could Ephemerate. I think I'm supposed to just hit this. Pray. I could have swung there and then, you know what? Maybe I was swing there and then that was Ephemerate. And then I Ephemerate their business. That might have been better. I don't know. They do nothing. I'll attack. Got Menace. They can't block with the snake. Hey, what's up, Bull? How's it going? Say go. Say go. I think let him draw and then do this now. Put on their draw step. That's probably better. It's going well here, yeah. Same old kind of deal. I think I'm alright with that veto. These are not doing too much this turn. Now the problem is I'm not particularly set up to do anything anywhere. What's up, Logical? How are you? Yeah, lands would be nice. Lands would be nice. If I draw a land, I can Felidar, Flicker, Grief. That's looking alright. Them having to use a veto here, though. I mean, they can't Omnath into fetch land into Teferi, which it would be the worst, so... So that's good. You know? That's good. I can't believe they didn't ping there. Wow, I really cannot believe they did not just ping that Grief. Now they can't. And we get to hit this up. They've got a Force of Negation, a Teferi, an Omnath, and a Growth Spiral. This is terrible for me. Yeah, this is atrocious. I don't even know. I mean, I could take Force of Negation and then, you know, maybe put him in an awkward spot. I don't think I can do that, though. I can't let them go Omnath into Teferi. I have to imagine I have to take one of those, and it's probably the Omnath. It's the Omnath. I'm going to take Omnath. Despite having this, like, Solitude in my hand, it's not a Solitude I can cast all that easily. And Omnath just leads into, I think, the most nasty things. We're not in love with the situation. I will say they are at 9. That's not nothing. They are at 9. We do have a Grief, which is a 3/2 menace. Makes me wonder if I wasn't supposed to send it that Ren, but Interesting. That technically would be a way to win this game, yes. And now here I am ignoring the life total. Archon was an interesting draw with this Faithful Mending. I don't want to make it an easy, just like, on my turn. Oh, man. Imagine if I drew land. But then they have Force anyway, so. Yeah, I don't want to make it like an easy, just hard cast Force here, so. I'm going to send with the Clowns. We're going to throw the 3-2 at Ren. I think cutting off Ren here is probably worth it, and then just throw 1 damage to Fairy. Maybe I should be going face, though. I mean, I think I should be killing the Ren, I think. Interesting. Fetch for a forest. Second snake? Interesting. Second snake is interesting. Maybe I should have done this before they declared blockers. Do this, because then I can go land drop, and then next turn if I draw Persist, I can go to Fairy first. Persist. And if we get an Archon in play, you know, we're not looking bad. I like Subtlety. Okay, so I think Subtlety's not all that great. If Amulet Titan gets very popular, I am more convinced of the card. That being said, even then, I mean, I like the card. I think the card's interesting in, like, when you're playing, like, Murktide, because then you have like Monkey, so if they put the thing back on top, you can clear the top of their deck or something. Just like straight up Subtlety, I feel like it's not enough. You're not as much of a just buy 1 turn deck. You're more of a, like, you're playing the long game. And buying that 1 turn with Subtlety is usually not enough to justify 2-for-1ing yourself. I know you can hard cast it sometimes, but I don't know. I don't think it's great there. I think it's interesting in Monkey decks, though. I do think that makes it a little more interesting. Now, I'm sticking in this game because we kind of are a Persist away from potentially being in there. If they still only have that 1 forest, Teferi plus Persist could do it. Could do it. Not really. I guess they have a million ways to bounce it. Maybe I should be pressuring that life. Oh yeah, we're dead. We're dead. This is gonna be too many cards. Okay. Lot going on here. Not a lot of good things for the home team. I mean, they're at 5. I'm just gonna cast Yorion. Thanks, Roger. Yeah, I found a Cowboy Bebop lo-fi mix. Sorry, what did they do there? Fateful Absence. That's kind of ideal. I don't know why they're playing this card. They're playing 4 colors and access to like all the best stuff in the format. It's very interesting to see this as their removal spell of choice. I guess they are playing Narset, but all right, we'll go to the next game. Yeah, I'm good with how we sideboarded. Mm-hmm. All right. Make him have a counterspell. Ooh, interesting. That's really interesting. Well, I like leading with that now. That's so big. Okay, we'll say go. Hope they don't have the answer to Teferi and then just Archon him. They play their own Teferi, I can bounce the Ice Fang plus play Archon, and then that kills the Teferi. Looks like maybe they have that or Narset. Prismatic Ending. Okay. They didn't use a Force of Negation to stop the Teferi, which maybe they would have, but hopefully they don't have it. Now I get to just persist Archon here. Yeah, well, it's been good in exactly Reanimator. Nice. Ephemerate's our best draw. Alright. Do they have the answer to Archon? Well, we have a mending, I suppose. Okay. So I have two options. I can get Unburial Rites, which I can cast, or I can get Priest, where if I get my 5th land, is uncounterable. I think I'm supposed to play for the one that is uncounterable. I do need to draw the land, but I mean, that's not a huge ask. And if I don't draw it right away, I have some other plays here, so. Fantastic. They're going to respond with endurance. Okay. Oh, we're dead. That'll do it. Good enough. I had some other stuff going on in my hand, but let's be honest, we're dead there. Yeah, I guess technically and just Sky Phoenix, so that deck has not broken out all that much. It's up, chat. No, it's a donation deck. This is Spike's list. Aspiring Spike. Saheeli mixed with Reanimator. You still had a chance? Not enough of a chance that I wanted to continue playing that match. Hey, Mons. Good games. Alright, they reveal Yorion. I know we still could have won with what was in our hand, but it wasn't enough of a chance that I wanted to continue playing the game. I'll play a Marsh Flats. There you go. Plan on getting Savai Triome. Then we have Priest of Fell Rites into Unmarked Grave. No reason to apologize. It's a game of Magic. Nothing to apologize about. Play Priest. Trying to set up for an Archon here. Looks like they're playing some kind of a Kiki core deck. Proves that he is still clinically insane. No, this is a very big trend right now, chap. Putting Saheeli in established decks in the format. A lot of decks in the format right now. Yeah, Bones was our last opponent. Sure. That's an unfortunate answer. You want to see the list of 4-color midrange that is all over the format? You want to? It's 4-color pitch elementals. It's everywhere. No, it wasn't recommended. I thought it might have been game 1. It's not. It was just 4-color. I thought it might have been. I was wrong. It was 4-color, but it was just playing a Narset. Oh, and Nexus, I guess. Oh, maybe it was Rec. Maybe it still was Rec because we never saw a Reclamation. I just assumed because I saw Nexus. So maybe it was, but we never actually saw a Rec. Either way, it's just 4-color money pile. It's all the same shit. Solitude, Endurance, Teferi, Jace, Omna. It's all the same stuff. This kind of feels like if I get Sarah's Emissary a named creature, they can't beat it kind of situation, right? The thing is, they probably play Teferi, but it means they can't combo me. Interesting move. Ah, they get Endurance. Fuck me. That's 2 matches in a row. We just get hosed by Endurance. This is twice now. Yep. Free spells that was a good move. I think that was a really good move on Wizard's part, that they fill a set with free spells. I think it was really smart. I actually don't think they printed enough of them. They should have done more free spells. Oh, that's good. That's good. That's good. Quite frankly, they did not do enough of them. Joke's on you, that Endurance isn't all that good when I Saheeli combo you. Oh shit, I really might. We're gonna do that now instead of the Muldrifter. Yeah, well, Old Border Ewit's Deece. I just kind of wish they did the other art. I wish like the Old Border one was the original art, but it's still not. It's still nice. Show me a Saheeli. Wait, can this get Saheeli? Can you get Planeswalkers? Yeah. Well, Unmarked Grave's not particularly good, but Ephemerate is. I'm just gonna go ahead and pop that one off now while they're down to 1 mana. Run it back. Okay. Keep running it back. Yeah, good luck getting by the 1/4. I guess I could have attacked first. Oh no, I couldn't have because I flickered. I could have attacked, then flickered, then yeah, I should have attacked. I missed 2 damage. Fantastic. This actually works out really well for us. That just gives me another crack with it. Solitude Deputy, get it again, and Ephemerate it again. Hopefully in 12 cards I can find a Saheeli and win. Welcome to the 4-color pitch elemental format, where there are 7,000 different ways you can build a deck, but it is still just one deck. I kid, of course. There is a second deck, and that is red-black Luris. Do they have an Ephemerate of their own? They have a Solitude. Okay. I imagine that's going to hit my Felidar. Their Solitude is hitting my Solitude that I pitched. You also have an Ephemerate, that's why. They have an Ephemerate, they're going to Ephemerate and get rid of this. Okay. didn't go for it. They're going to ephemerate it. Okay. I'm confused. That's a Saheeli. So they're going to ephemerate here. Okay. They're going to give me a big threat, and then they're going to get rid of Felidar. Oh, it's only a 2-2. Okay. Sure. I'm going to ephemerate here. Ephemerate's a good time, huh? Oh, they have one card in hand. And it's Endurance. So they can't pitch anything now. I guess I take the... I don't know. I guess the Persist. I don't know. Well, I kind of need to get rid of this card. Well, I can't stop this. Let's just do this now. Really? I mean, I might as well get it all so they have to... I don't know. The thing is, like, they get to see all that information. You know what? I fucked up. Because now they get to... I fucked up. I wasn't supposed to do that then. Because they have this ephemerate. So this... I should have used this to save this from this. But if they ephemerate here, I get a 4/4. I don't know. Obviously I should have. That was a mistake. I forgot that they had another. Forget that I have both of these in my hand, please. That's a good ephemerate. This is so fucking stupid. Ephemerate's so awful. Alright, they're gonna put their, what? Yorion? Their Yorion deck? Yeah. They're gonna put their Yorion into hand. They've got enough to still... do their business. By just sending with these. I'll ephemerate now to draw cards. Give me cards. Okay. Let's play a Saheeli. Freak him out a little bit. Copy this. Should have done this pre-combat. But whatever. It's fine. We'll do this. Okay. Missed 2 damage. It's alright. We are burying them in cards. They're holding on to this Endurance that they kind of need to, or else I have that combo in my hand. And I'm just digging towards... I mean, they get to draw cards here, I guess. Okay. I'll keep digging. Ephemerate. Teferi's a big draw. Now they have to Endurance. And then I get to Archon. Great. That means we have to go Archon into the bin. Archon. Actually, wait, we have 2 Saheelis. Could I actually do the Sun Titan there? I don't know. I don't think I could yet because it was in my hand. I don't think I could get it all into play. Yeah, Teferi was perfect. Hey Anu, thanks for the follow. Yeah. Yep. Well, we got there. So far, this league has been our 4-color pile versus a 4-color pile versus a 4-color pile. So there's that. There's a little bit of a different one. They're playing Chord. They're playing Kiki Chord. What is not particularly good against Kiki Chord is a good question. I mean, I think I want the Griefs. I feel like Grief can kind of shred them, right? They have Endurances. Maybe I'm like cutting in this department. Cut some of the Reanimator, like the Reanimator package. Hey, what's up, Solomance? Teferi's good for Magic. It's hard to say what is. It's hard to say what is good for Magic these days, isn't it? Because the thing is, it's like a tower of cards, right? And if you like pull out one piece, the whole thing could just fall apart. Teferi's like miserable to play against from a lot of our perspectives, but if you think about it, it's holding back a lot of very strong stuff in the format, like Cascade decks. Like Cascade decks are crazy strong, but Teferi's very good against them. But you take Teferi out of the format, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, maybe Rhinos is probably way too good if Teferi doesn't exist in this format, right? That deck is super, super good, and Teferi is like an important piece in holding that deck back a bit. I think trimming on the like Reanimator side of things is probably fine. I'm like more in on the combo. I think it's like harder for them to interact with that. Just hit him with the old lady one. Yeah, so, you know, there's that. You know, if you ban Luris, then what's the negative effect of banning Luris? Let's think about it. What's the bad thing that happens if you ban Luris? There's got to be something. Or Ragavan or Bobble or something. Magic's now 5% gameplay and 95% hot takes. Hell yeah, it is. I was watching... they mulliganed to 4. I was watching a Professor video, and I got, like, hit by that realization of, like, oh yeah, Magic's a game. Like, it caught me off guard. Like, I wasn't... it just, like, it messed with me. It was like, oh man, I kind of forgot that Magic's a game. Luristron dies if we ban Luris. Oh shit, you're right. And that's our League 2. So we need to make sure that Luris does not get banned in the interim of League 1 and League 2 tonight, and then we're golden. If Luris gets banned, I have to suffer online nerds complaining about Luris being banned. Oh. I didn't think about that consequence. Alright, I am going to Faithful Mending for a black card here to hopefully grief, and then, like, I guess Slam Teferi? Sunday Night Legacy died for Luristron. Yes, it did, Donnie. Yes, it did. Maybe I just give up on the grief now. I actually like that. Magic's just so much easier when you have a Teferi on your side. You know, what happens if Lurrus is gone? What happens if Monkey's gone? What happens if Murktide's gone? What happens if... Well, those aren't... What happens if Omnath's gone? What happens if Omnath gets banned in the format? Then what happens? Got him. All it took was them mulliganing to 4. And to Fairy twice. To Fairy twice and we got there. Those are the two that I'm most curious about. Lurrus and Omnath. Lurrus and Omnath. Those are the two I'm most curious about. Yeah, to give you guys a little sneak peek of what we're talking about here. This is League 2. All right. I'm going to use the restroom, and I want you to take this in while I use the restroom. All right. Just look at this deck. Take it in. I'll be right back. Hopefully we'll get a different matchup this time. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think about, oh, sorry, I had the most important piece hanging off there. What do you think about Lurrus Tron? Ho, 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 ho. That's League 2. But for now, we need to keep reanimating and Saheelying. Oh, yeah, Starnheim is sick. I mean, it's basically Entreat the Angels, right? And that's a classic favorite of mine. Why are we playing Iganjo Castle? For Lurrus? I guess so, yeah. Yeah, that's actually cool. You can use it to protect your Lurrus from a lightning bolt. We had Titantron with Fran, so why not Lurrus? Why not? Why not? Ramp into your Lurrus, you know? A tower taps to pay for companion tax. Woohoo! That's true. Tap one land. Imagine if companion tax was only 1 mana. Incredible. Incredible. How do you beat Lurrustron? It is both going over and going under. It is Lurrus, low to the ground. But it is Tron, high to the sky. You either... Well, I guess you could go right through the middle, maybe. I don't know. Play the 2/1 drop dog for the monkey matchup. What is the name of it? Isamaru? You want to play Isamaru? Whoa, that is a real, that's super, super real. I will say right now, that is super, super real. It's the same thing, but to an even bigger degree that Mill has, where you reveal Lurrus and then you're like, Urza's Tower. right? It has the downside of not having the payoffs that Tron has. You don't get to Karn them on 3, but wow, yeah, you get to totally like give him the old pump fake with Luris reveal into Tron. That's crazy. I didn't even think about that. That's fantastic. Man, that would be so much more satisfying in person. That'd be way more satisfying in person. So you can like very, very obviously be like, I reveal Luris. You know, you have to be like super. I reveal Luris. Dream. What is it? Dream Den of the Dream Den. I cannot play things over CMC 3. Tronland, gotcha. What's the wait. Okay, let's think deeper on this, okay? You're doing this in a paper event. You've got Luris, you've got Tron. What playmat do you use? You probably just go further down the Luris path, right? You should just have like Death Shadow as your playmat or something like that. Or you could go a different direction and have like what's his name? What's the old like this is the one the guy got me with. What was the Steel Overseer, all right? You hit him with like the Steel Overseer playmat. I was gonna say like Mox Opal or something, but okay. A hammer playmat would probably be good. Hey TNT, thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate that. Thank you. Super exciting seeing a new sub. This is a dream for you. I'm so glad. What makes it a dream for you? An Elspeth playmat. That's interesting. I think the real move is sell them deeper on the like this being a different. Oh, and you have an infect token ready. That's smart. Ooh, that's smart. That's really smart. Oh, the Tron. Fantastic. I'm glad. That's smart. No, I think you're supposed to sell it down, though. Like, you're selling that you're like the low to the ground Luris deck. So, like, yeah, like a Ragavan playmat's probably pretty good. They're going to be like, I need to find that 1 mana removal spell in my opener. And then you hit him with the Urza's Tower. That's perfect. Looks like we're probably playing against Murktide. Maybe. If I saw my opponent pulling out an infect token, I would 100% think it was a bluff. Yeah, maybe it would. Maybe it would backfire. Oh, what a decision! What a decision! Faithful Mending or Saheeli. We have Archon Persist and Felidar in our hand. What an absurd decision to have to make here. Oh no. I mean, I can go for the reanimation plan next turn. Oh. But Saheeli actually, I mean, let's be honest, Archon wins too. I think it's Faithful Mending, but wow, what a decision. The fact that we have all of this here and we hit both pieces, I'm going to go for Faithful Mending. MJ, thank you for the follow. For a while, my Oops sideboard didn't have enough cards, so I just put 4 Delver in there and left them unsleeved as if they were... That's genius. Maybe illegal. Maybe not a legal move. Maybe it is to have like sideboard cards unsleeved. It's probably fine. That's probably a legal move. I know. I think somebody, it was going around. Somebody was doing something like that at Vegas. I think somebody was doing something where I don't remember what they had, but they did something like the infect token thing. They had like Rhino tokens or something, and then they were playing something totally different. Somebody was doing something like that. Oh wow. Okay. I mean, I think we're I think we're just chilling, right? That seems foolish to just jam here. But doing it like on their turn, going for the mending or whatever, and then I mean it's very apparent that they have presumably a counter spell. KMK, thank you for the follow. Man, seeing both there. Alright, let's go for ending. Yeah, this is a super spicy list. And not my own. This is not my own list. This is Aspiring Spikes. Okay, we get a counterspell on a mending. Interesting. Super interesting. Second mending. Second counter. Oh, second persist! We just get rid of Felidar. And I go persist, and ephemerate up. They're just dead. Main deck surgical? No, they hit me with like pitch a green card endurance. I'd scream. Wow, actually, I have been seeing main deck surgicals. No way, though. No way. Discard a card. Enable Delirium. They go for heat. Ooh, that's a nice draw, too. The best part is, even if they beat this ephemerate, I still have a second persist. even if they're able to somehow beat this ephemerate, like they enable Delirium here, and then they have double heat, even though they already used the heat, I then still have another persist. Or, yeah, another persist. Ephemerate. Concede? Oh, just happens. Alright, yeah. I'm about it. Serum Visions. The opponent is a confirmed trooper. Did put a card on top of their library. Because it's a heat? Oh, nice. It was a heat. But not nice enough, opponent. Might have been better to do this, but nah. The one and only... I have beaten taxes more than once. Thank you very much. You didn't draw another heat. No. Yeah, no way. You didn't draw another heat. No! You didn't draw another heat. No way. Wow. Heat, 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 heat. They drew all 4 heats. They drew all 4 heats. We got a game. All of a sudden, just like that, we have a game. I'm holding on to that angel. This might be insane. Okay, now I know how to do it. Guessing last card is counterspell. Yeah. Oh, it's a hard cast Archon game 1,000,000%. $1,000,000,000,000,000%. They've got a Murktide, but we've got a Solitude. We just want 2 lands, please. Perfect. Right? Yeah, we need 2. We're definitely not going to, like, give them a window to hit us here or anything and just, like, plan on drawing a land. I'm going to go ahead and just, like, cast this. And, you know. They put 2 on the bottom there. That was a blind draw. They drew another land. We, of course, also draw another land. Hardcast Archon, and the game ends. What? That's actually not so bad. For not being a land, it's pretty good. Because it is also in Archon. Heck, that could mean 2 Archons next turn if we do draw the land. And if we don't, it's still just an Archon. Oh my god. Okay. That felt like bullying. Well, their hate pieces... Okay. So this is like an interesting spot. We have all these Stony Silences to protect our graveyard from relics, right? So I assume I'm supposed to bring them in here, but at the same time, you like also kind of just have this game plan that works well outside of the graveyard. But with the whole Saheeli, I love that you have this Saheeli combo that is a way to just like dumpster a game without the thing. But I think you're still supposed to bring in the Stonies here. But I also want the pushes. What am I supposed to value here? Because, like, the combo is going to be hard to go off against Murktide with all their bolts and Unholy Heats and whatnot. I feel like if I'm not bringing in the Stonies here, though, what am I bringing in? Maybe more like Urza Saga builds. I think I just want the Fatal pushes here. I feel like I want Fatal pushes. I don't want Sarah's Emissary. You would side in 2 Stonies. Well, let's think about what isn't good here. Where can we afford to make cuts? Because I think priority, I think I want these Fatal pushes. I think the Angel can come out. Angel's not particularly good here. Where do we feel cards are weak in this matchup? I like a lot of the one-ofs. You think we get rid of the Titan here? It does die to heat. But it does probably bring back like a Teferi. Well, if we're cutting Saheeli business, then... Interesting. So if we're cutting Saheeli business, then I think we do bring in the Stonies, right? So we could do that. We could go cut all the Saheelis, leave into Felidar, because Felidar gums up the ground. Oh, that's true. We could go in on Grief. Okay, so maybe just go in on... Huh. Yeah, okay. We can try this and just, like, lean into Reanimator really hard here. That's interesting. Let's try this approach. Right, but the thing is, it's not just one Saheeli, right? Because then you gotta, you need Saheeli and Felidar. Like Saheeli on her own isn't enough. Oh, I should have cut the Titan for another Grief. I shouldn't still have the Titan in. Sorry, that wasn't a that wasn't enough time for me to think about that. Right, but the idea is now we have Prismatic Ending and 4 Stony Silences to fight their graveyard hate. So. Well, that's just a good name. Reanimator? Genius. I don't know. I'm not sure how I'd want to approach this matchup. That's interesting. You can there's different directions you can go. You can lean into one combo harder than the other. You can totally get off a combo. Well, they tend to play, like, Relics, right? They're probably playing Relics or Soul Guide Lanterns or something. I think it's fine to just do that. They dash a monkey, it feels bad, I guess, but... Because, like, obviously our instant speed removal for that. But I want to save this for a Relic. But maybe it was better to go for that. Fetch something here that can cast Prismatic Ending and ending it. I'd still get dashed once by a monkey, but... Could have waited until their turn, but then if they pass back with counter magic, and I'm just like... Well, the thing is, though, it's also a combo with Murktide. If you play a Murktide and then Relic, it becomes like a billion, and you one-shot them. It's sick. So I play Relics in the... See? Didn't consider that. Nope, it's pretty common to play a lot of these. It's more common than you would think. I have builds of Blue Moon where I'm playing 4. I know this isn't Blue Moon, but where I'm playing 4. Like it's not uncommon to see many copies of this card, especially as the graveyard becomes a more popular zone in the meta. This is getting a lot of play. I know what I'm talking about. Well, you say Blue Moon makes more sense. I know I don't have DRC, but we do still have Murktides. I'm going to do this to try to hit the first. I need to hit the land drop. Because again, this synergizes with Murktide, and Grafdigger's Cage does not always do what you need it to do. Grafdigger's Cage does not work against Living End. for example. Two sideboard cards that serve different roles. Grafdigger's Cage can't cantrip when you need it to. When it gets tagged by Prismatic Ending. You'd be surprised how much these decks shift into control. Shift into a controlling role. Depending on the build of this deck, it's very easy to shift into a more controlling role, as you see. See how controlling they felt there? Counterspell into a counterspell into a hard to deal with threat into a piece of hate. Or sorry, piece of hate into what was it? It was piece of hate into hard to deal with threat. Counterspell is backing off, you know. That's is what it is. I'm gonna go for this. I'm gonna go in on Griefs. We'll try again. That was of course you know, them having a, you know, what they needed every moment along the way, right? Though the Relic wasn't actually doing that much. We didn't have much to actually do anything with our graveyard, but Allegra's, thank you for the follow. Interesting hand. I don't think it's quite good enough. Oh boy. Oh, that's a yikes. Okay. This could be a hand that could recover here. He's very hard to resolve. I think I get rid of the Ephemerate. Maybe I get rid of the Wandering or maybe I get rid of the... No, I think I get rid of Ephemerate land. Yeah, that feels right. I'm not sure that I boarded in a way that makes sense for this matchup. Thoughts on Brainstone and Luristron? I mean, I don't know. I have no thoughts on anything with that deck because that is a deck that is very out of my wheelhouse. I have no idea. Traditionally, you know, where I've played Brainstone before, Brainstone has done nothing but disappoint me. I've played it in Miracles builds. I've played it in some Luris builds. It is always a disappointing card. Maybe there's an exception here. I'd be surprised though. I've played it in Insect Tribal. Every time it's been usually the most disappointing card in whatever the given list is. It has not been good. Tron makes a lot of mana though. Predictions on how the matches go? No, it's such a, you know, it's such a different take that who knows? You know, it could go any direction. No idea. I'm no Tron aficionado. I'm no like Bizarro Tron aficionado. I'm excited to play it, but personally, no predictions. Oh, hey, what's up, Team J, bro? Thoughts, prayers, or cube nightmares? Cube nightmares. I mean, I'm very excited for it. I feel like I always try to repress the bad moments, the bad experiences I've had in Cube, you know, and I try not to think about those. Yeah, Cuberos will return. We'll play some Cube, I'm sure. Look, I play Bluetron, and the white Luristron build looks solid. There we go. There we go. What is my favorite Christmas song? What is my favorite Christmas song? That's an interesting question. I don't... What's your favorite Hanukkah song? There you go. There you go. Yeah, the Die Hard theme is a great Christmas song. There you go. I don't think there's a Christmas song that I would like actively choose to listen to. Is the thing. You know, I think Christmas songs, and I don't think like this is material I would listen to for pleasure ever. So that makes it tricky. Evan bumps to All I Want for Christmas Is You. Oh, that's actually a dope song. All right, I take it back. Hold on. Christmas trap mix. There we go. This is what I'm into when it comes to Christmas music, personally. Will you give me some advice for this year's Cube for Charity? Jim Davis had vowed his team will defeat mine, and he said that he's guaranteed to beat your team. Whoa, hold on. Persist Archon's better here, right? Yeah, it's gotta be. Interesting. Advice for the charity cube. Oh shit, I should have left up white mana. Ah, damn it. If I draw Ephemerate here, I'm going to feel like such an idiot. Don't draw Ephemerate. That was really bad. I should have tapped here, and left up this. Well, I feel like a charity cube in itself should give you enough motivation on its own, you know? Like, that should just be it to win. You don't need any advice. You have the charity cube. Oh, hold on. Send it in. Like, playing for charity has got to be the greatest motivator of all, you know? Oh my god, they are just getting so many threats in play. This is not good. Alright, let's go for combat. We're going to go for, like, Teferi bounce this, I guess. They're going to sack, like, DRC. Let's get rid of the Christmas trap music. Yeah, get rid of the DRC. You discard a card. We draw another Persist! Oh my god. That's insane. That's better than the Teferi. Oh, they're also dead. They were dead. Did anyone else notice? Or did anyone else not notice that they were dead? I'm like thinking about lines I'm gonna take and all that. They were just dead. when they attacked. I was like, oh, they're attacking. Oh, okay. But I wasn't even thinking, oh, they're attacking because they were dead. Wow, that was funny. Well, that's one way to win. Have your opponent not realize that it was lethal. Man, I'm bad. J-Bro always comes in with, like, fantastic questions, getting people to think, and I don't have a brain. So I'm very bad at that when he comes in and asks these things. You're very good at Cube. You're very good at Limited. You're good at Magic. If I was going to put, if I was a gambling man, I would say your charities are probably going to be fortunate ones this year. Why did they attack is a good question. They perhaps missed the same thing that I missed, which was that they were dead. So that's good. Does Wizard of Oz really speak to you, Evan, being without a brain and all? I just watched Wizard of Oz, and if I had to pick one of the characters that I would say I relate to the most... Wait. Actually, it might be the lion, too. I'm not the most courageous person. Yeah, it's still probably the Scarecrow. I feel like I'm good with the Tin Man, though. I feel like I got the heart thing down. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe not, actually. Maybe I'm all three of them. But now we're up against Jim Davis. Oh, the Jim Davis guarantee. That is a little bit threatening. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Don't even worry about it. Don't let it get to your head. You'll be fine. I am going to use the restroom. We're 2-1. So far, this deck has been a blast. It draws so many cards, which is what I love doing in Magic, so that's great. It's been great. It's been a lot of fun. We're gonna keep playing, and then after that, we're gonna do something real different. Okay. Alrighty. Well, here we go. Let's keep it rolling. You're the Wicked Witch. That's a bold. That's a bold character to choose. Jim Davis, 76-year-old cartoonist and cube expert. Yes, it's definitely the same Jim Davis. Card that has surprised you most in this deck? I would say this run around, I am finally getting a good look. I am seeing a good side of Wandering Mind. This card in my past runs where I've tried Wandering Mind has really unimpressed me, but it has been like it has been very good this league. I would say that's been the most surprising element. It's been really awkward in the past when I've tried it with the Persistless Spikes, other Reanimator lists that weren't doing the Saheeli combo. Where it's like, yeah, you get to persist it, but it dies right away. But this league, I've been able to hardcast it and ephemerate it and draw a million, billion, bazillion cards with it, and it's been really nice. So I would say that has been the most surprising. Oh my goodness gracious! Look at this hand. We've got Splinter Twin. Too bad we're not on the play. We will keep. No companion revealed from the opponent. Okay, a pleasant surprise. It looks like it might be Murktide again. Suppose that is a common deck to not have a companion. Go ahead and play your Godless Shrine. Say go. Yeah, interesting that they don't have a commander. Don't they know this is modern? Bold move. I think I feel comfortable enough going for this, potentially eating a counterspell, but then going. It looks like we're just having a repeat of the last match. See if we can take it again. Yeah, they're thinking about countering this for sure. They're thinking about it. Better to counter this. Better to counter the reanimation spell. They are going to go for it. It looks like they shot counterspell. Oh, consider not counterspell. Interesting. Shock. Consider spell pierce. Spell snare. All right, spell snare's interesting. Into Young Pyromancer. What a time to be alive. Incredible. Miss land drop. We're going to go ahead and play our Teferi bounce. Finding a Burial Rites, all right. We have like Muldrift or Persist if we want next turn. No, we don't. Oh, we do. We do with Faithful Mending. That's what I knew. I was like, for some reason in my head, I knew we had it, but I couldn't think of how I had it. Looking for main phase Mending. Alrighty. Okay. I do love a good young pyromancer, so this has certainly piqued my interest. Now, presumably they can kill my Muldrifter and get to my Teferi here, which means it's going to be a little bit of a rough turn, but they have certainly piqued my interest. We've got hard cast Muldrifters coming up. I think that is the move. Oh yeah. No need to apologize for saying you like an opponent's deck. I don't take that personally. Go ahead and cast Muldrifter. Okay, nice. Full combo in the hand. Probably going to be a hard deck to combo against, but... Hey, Evan, just wanted to say... That was an awesome play there. Really epic play, if you ask me. Honestly, just a really nice, clean play. Again, this was really epic play. Jovish, thank you for noticing. Thank you. I appreciate it. All right, so they went Bolt, Bolt. Do we just go for it? Do we just go for it? We could just go for it. They have one mana up. They need a burn spell. Alternatively, we have this business with Ephemerate up now. Is this the spot to go for it? I don't think it is yet. I think there's too many things this one mana could represent. let's start here, see what happens. Because if they just like fire off to get a spell, I mean, I could ephemerate here. I don't think I want to do that. That's pretty good. Is this the right move? Oh shit, of course it's not. Don't tap all of these whites when I have multiple ephemerates. That was dumb. I forgot I drew another ephemerate. Sorry, I played a little quick there. If I go for this and it gets kind of, I think I actually should have just Saheeli'd. Like Saheeli up. I obviously shouldn't have tapped all my white mana, but that was me just like playing too fast. Yeah, they have counterspell. Okay. Because now that gets counterspell. But I do have Unburial Rights. So now I'm going to go for, I think, attack. Yeah, I really messed up not having up double ephemerate, but I am just going to ephemerate while they're tapped out now. Okay. That was a big mistake, of course. Of course. I played that really bad. If I had another ephemerate here, it'd be much better. Looks like a expressive? A fire, yeah. Quite the blowout. That was a bad play on my part. That was a bad play on my part. Can I just win here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Felidar, yeah. This is also acceptable. Oh, I can also do... Right, hold on. You can't save this target. But you can do... We won. Probably want fatal pushes against them. Yeah, it's a new cat. No, I know. It's a new cat each time, so you can't save that target. Just wanted to say that was an awesome play there. Really? Okay. Well, I like the fatal pushes. I don't think I'm supposed to do the stonies. I don't know. The griefs too. I feel like I'm not supposed to. I think I'm supposed to kind of like just stick to having both plans and pressuring them from both angles. Excuse me. Man, I'm glad we won that game because I played that very poorly. I played very quick and loose. On like there were like multiple turns I fucked that up, but hopefully I won't continue to do that. Everything seems kind of good. I don't know. Maybe trim like a solitude and 81 him. A classy 81. You know. Sometimes you hit him with a classy 81 when you can't decide on what to cut from your multi combo deck. I like that people make you go through it because they're salty and then concede halfway through because it's taking too long. Right. It's like, look, you're the one that's making me do it, alright? We both know I've won. I'm not going to make a mistake. We could both move on here. So they're doing their own take on Murktide. It looks like they're playing Young Pyromancers. I wonder if they also have Murktides, or if that is a replacement for Murktide to avoid leaning into the graveyard as hard as it normally does. That'd be interesting. If they crack this fetch, I think I'm down with just Faithful Mending here. I actually just like really need this to resolve. So I think I just main phase this. Hey. Okay. Oh my goodness. That is a lot of lands. That is a lot of real estate. It is. Alright, we have a plan. We have 3 Felidars. And they do a decent job of gumming up the ground, so I'm just going to start casting Felidars from here out. We've got an Unburial Rites one in our hand, one in our graveyard. Now we've got one in play. It's nice, I guess. I can protect it with Ephemerate. Petty Theft, as fucking if I get to counter your Brazen Borrower. Deal. That's true. Auriok Champion, boom, infinite life. They never beat that. But you know they'll make me do it, so I'll clock. They should have done that without letting me flicker that planes, if that was their plan. But I'm certainly no one to be talking about tight play right now. That is true. I have no business talking about tight play. Interesting. Happily block there. Block here all day long. You want to use a burn spell? Be my guest. I have 2 more Felidars. Be my guest. Well, that is an interesting draw. Perhaps I should block because a lightning bolt would mean I can't combo anyways. Right? Yeah, I probably should have blocked. What do you like, Jace the Mind Sculptor, bounce it? Surely there's no way that the one card in my hand... You fucker. Alright. Draw a land and we win. Land. Hell yeah. Surprise opponent. Whoa, slow down. Surprise opponent. My hand was perfect all along. They said Zen TMSB. Zen TM SB. Well, all I can say is we just did that opponent dirty. Dirty. Like that was getting done dirty right there. Plain and simple. No way should we have just won that 2-0, but we absolutely won that 2-0. 80 card deck, we drew like every Felidar there was, and the Saheeli. Amazing. Alright. Now I need to know. Google Translate. What is this? What is this? What does this mean? It says it doesn't mean anything. What the heck? All right, we're 3-1. Fantastic. Very excited to be 3-1 here. Very excited to be 3-1. Young Pyromancer. Never saw a Murktide, but I mean, everything about that deck looked like your standard Murktide list. They did have a Spell Snare, which is interesting. You're not seeing that too much, though. I've heard some talks about that card making a comeback. It's an interesting idea. Personally, I don't like, the card's always been a little bit too narrow for me, but, I've played it in the past a lot, but, it's always been like a card with me. But other than that, pretty standard looking stuff. But then Young Pyromancer, very interesting. It's a card I like a lot, so very cool seeing that. That could have been it. That could have been it, Pine. Cat language. I will keep my 7. Oh no, this is Magic Player 11. Oh no. The 11th person to start playing Magic. They must be incredibly experienced. Wow, okay. Polluted Delta, Watery Grave Shock, no Luris, huh? What is this? Consider keeps the card. What is this? Oh, it's inverter. Okay, we got ourselves a little combo off. Okay, okay, okay. Thoughtseize, I'm sure. Inquisition, Thoughtseize, one of the two. They have some decisions to make here. Yeah, that's interesting. They're gonna be bummed out when we draw the persist, but gee golly, that's a lot of lands. I think I want to prioritize the Unmarked Grave. Inverter combo in Modern. Interesting. I wonder how that lines up against the format. Interesting. It's not something I've tried myself. No deck, that's the wrong one. But it could do what we need it to do here. Potentially, if they don't have counter magic in their hand. And Burial Rites and Archon can deal with it. If they invert here, kind of scary though. If they go land inverter, we do just lose the game. No, not really, Goblin. That makes a lot of sense, right? The Delve Threat is very common. Ooh. I like that. I like going for that instead. Having something to delve with, just like in the Pioneer version, makes a lot of sense. Well, there's one counter spell. I like going for that one first because Unmarked or Unburial Rites is protected from hand disruption. So if I go for that, then they could have hand disruption. I'd lose the Teferi, just like they did here. Whereas if I go for the Teferi first, the next part of my attack is resilient to hand disruption. No, they could have another drown or a counterspell here, and that just is what it is. But they might not. I will Unburial Rites that Archon. Have you got it? You don't? Fantastic. That kills the Murktide and puts quite a bit of pressure on them. It is lethal going into next turn. So now we don't just die to the Inverter. They need to answer the Archon now. That Teferi was a very good draw. We are presenting lethal. 9, a creature. The block doesn't do anything. Alright, they've conceded. Fantastic. What do we want here? I think these are the two cards I'm looking at. I definitely want Grief. I think I want to be on the Saheeli deal. Maybe not, though. Hand Disruption can be pretty rough. I could see a pretty easy swap of the 4 Saheeli pieces out. The 4 Saheeli pieces out, and then, well, I guess this is a Saheeli piece as well, and bringing these in. I imagine their graveyard hate is going to be... I could be Leyline of the Void. It could be Leyline of the Void. That's interesting. I could, like, cut these. Oh, I can cut this. I can leave a Miser one of each. I could leave a Miser one of each, cut these 8, and bring these in. It's kind of funny. Then I have Prismatic Ending, Grief, Stony to interact with Graveyard Hate. They could be on Surgical. I don't know what their Graveyard Hate will be. I'm like kind of interested in trying this approach. And then maybe it has to be these if we see its Leyline. That's the thing. We don't know if we want Wear Tear or Stony here. I could not bring in one of these. No, I bet they're on. I bet the, like, I feel like the artifact ones make sense because they, like, kind of want to do stuff with their own graveyard as well. I'm gonna try that. Yeah, alright. Pretty good hand. No Hand Disruption's nice. Yeah, I remember that was a thing. I remember Canister hearing about Canister having experimented with it. I think Spider did too for a little while. Interesting. No, not interesting. It just resolves. Perhaps it is not the piece of hate we're looking for. And maybe I should have gone for Priest. Hard to say. But that would be my only black card to be able to grief with. That is sure a downside. That is certainly a downside. Bring in all these Stonies is drawing Stonies. This one looks like perhaps it gets a counter. Hard-casted Mystical Dispute. Interesting. Now, I feel like that's good for me. I feel like that is good for me. I definitely fear their combo, though. Like, they just slam Jace here and pretty scared, or heck, Inverter. If they go Inverter, I could get him with Grief. They go Inverter, I could get him with Grief here, right? They get 3 cards in. If I draw a land or a black card here, and they cannot stop this Grief, if they only have 1 piece here, they're in trouble. Oh, come on! Bro. Come on. Come on. Any black card. Come on. Does this get him? Ah, dude. Ugh. Damn it. Damn it. All right. I'm back on. I think I just run this back. I think we just run back the main deck after that. All right, I guess I did something different. What did I bring in? What's different here? Oh, the Griefs, right? We have Griefs. We want the Griefs. I think we trim a Solitude. Oh, maybe Prismatic Ending. I'm gonna feel like such a dummy when then they have a piece of graveyard hate, but maybe I won't because we have all the combo stuff. Man, of course they had double Jace there. Oh, it was so fucking safe for them to go for it with that. No risk. No risk. They just had the double. So sick. Don't like that hand. Whoa, shit. Don't do that. Man, that was such a gut punch. The double. Very sick. Ooh, very nice draw. Wow. Getting to like do something here is sick. Black card, we can go Grief. Double Grief, maybe. Play out a Thassa's Oracle. Ooh, a Spreading Seas. Interesting. Nice. Tapping out for a Spreading Seas here means I can probably just slam Saheeli. And so I will. No. Game three, I brought them all back in. USA. They Spreading Seas me, and then they just Urborg to turn it. I don't know. It's kind of funny. And if their answer is a counter spell, I get to priest it back. Oh my gosh. The most likely answer is a counter spell here, and I have priest to bring it back. Just draw the land for the sickos. No! No! Wrong land, dude. Wrong land. Yeah, that's just a free Watery Grave right there. Steven, 13 months of subbing and death and taxes can still suck. Well, hell yeah. Absolutely. Now, if they counter this, I will not be... Oh, interesting. Interesting. Go for the throat on the priest, picking up a persist. Super interesting. I'm going to bottom that. Now we have Grief into Felidar, if we would like. love to see them make a play here that does not stop Saheeli. That would be great. But them tapping mana would be fantastic. Maybe you inverter here. Yes. Yes. I like this. Yes. Oh, you're beautiful. Do it. Absolutely. I love it. Alright, we're going to go Grief, Persist, see what you got going on, into the cat. What do you got going on over there? Drown, Wielder, horrible. Nothing does anything? Nothing does anything. Splinter Twin? A victory lap at the end for our 4-1, opponent making us do it. Taking our sweet time. We will make sure we click all the right buttons. We will make sure we click all of the right buttons. We will save targets on this one, so I can stop clicking over there. We'll do this as long as they would like. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Oh, I'm gonna make a lot of cats. I'm feeling like, you know, I have lethal now, but I could have more lethal, more now. I'm feeling like, you know, if they're gonna let me do it, I'm gonna do it, right? I'm just gonna keep making cats. I mean, we've got 16 minutes. We've got 16 whole minutes of straight cat making. I mean, this is just this is what I live for in Magic, right? I'm always just trying to splinter twin. Why would I cut it short when I'm getting to do the twinning? All right. That's probably good. Kill you. Would you like to block? They would like to block. Fantastic. Beautiful. All right, we only made 11 extras. Great, we 4-1. Awesome. I liked this, man. This was a cool take on Reanimator. This package in Reanimator is a really nice plan B. You know, this is a great plan B. The fact that both Saheeli and Felidar play nicely with other elements in the deck of, you know, Wandering Mind, Mull Drifter, and Solitude to a degree. It's great. It's great. I see the appeal of slapping Saheeli into all these other builds, man. That was fantastic. Wow, 40 play points. That is brutal. Oh my god. When's the last time I opened a chest that had anything worth anything in it? I have no idea. So interesting. Yeah, they do. They do. People don't like getting twinned online. Is what it is. Awesome. So that was great. That was a really interesting league. Yeah, I love how the combo doesn't just feel like awkward in there. It feels like it's right on plan. I think this was a smart move. A lot of people are experimenting with these Saheeli decks mixed into other established decks. You know, we're seeing it in Rhinos. We're seeing it here. We saw it with that Stoneblade deck that was terrible. I did make one swap from this list. I did bring the Emissary main. I could see it being sideboard. It was another Wandering Mind, and then the sideboard was an Emissary and one less Fatal Push. But, you know, I whenever I'm playing Reanimator, especially the Yorion versions, I like having access to the Sarah's Emissary, and I went down on this card just because it was so meh for me the first time I tried it in Reanimator. But you know what? It was good this time around. I gotta say, it was good. It was good.